I can kind of say, and I do usually say this at the start of the film, that I will never start more than 2 hours before a call. Crowd, main bus, everyone. So that's usually my rule. There are certain times when that can't be done, especially if you've got massive makeups being done. And like when we did the Soul Train on Beetlejuice, you know, there was so much to pull together that I had to sort of start that at like, I think about 5 in the morning to be on set for 8:30. But I would always sort of say, okay, we'll everything that we break down, we're breaking down on a 2-hour call maximum. Probably what I just said, just look after yourself, you know, mentally and physically, and be aware of you know, take your time to design. I think that would be my bit of advice. I mean, I sort of went into designing really quickly, a bit too quickly really, because I'd been, I mean, in all fairness, I was sort of a very established hairdresser when I started. And when I got asked to work at London Weekend, you know, it was at the start of them taking on freelance workers. And I sort of like went into there and then got taken with one of the designers out to do Life is Sweet, you know, and then Mike then called me in after that because we just got on really well and I was looking after, you know, Mike and you know, so everything about Life is Sweet is really paramount to who I became as a designer, I think. You know, I kind of, you know, my first film didn't have a script, you know, so when I got a script on my second film, I was just like, geez, what's this? You know, it's like, don't you just talk to the actors and find out about what they do and, you know, what they want to do, you know. But yeah, and then Mike pulled me in to sort of and said, oh, well, you design his next film, which ended up being Naked. And I kind of so from then on, I just sort of carried on designing. And nowadays, I'd be just like, do you know what? I mean, I was really lucky. I worked with some really phenomenal designers. Christine Can being one of them, you know, who used to specialise in doing sketch shows and things. And believe me, I mean, the thing that saddens me about you guys with your career is that sketch shows and that don't really happen anymore. And you would literally make it up as you're going along.